How's the audio? Let's see. Can you hear me? Hello? Well, that picture's better than I thought. How you doing, Fez? Let's see. I was trying to get my camera elevated. That's actually pretty good. Let's see. Get over here a little. This show's starting out hot. Okay. Let's move this, I guess. Let's see. Let's see, everything's reversed. Camera angle, so I need to push it this way. This way. Lots of annoying stuff there. Okay, Fez, you gotta go, bud. You gotta get out of the way, Fez. Okay. TV action. Let's see how this is gonna work. I know, but it's my chair, bud. Come on. Huh? Okay, get off me. Let's see if I can take this light down. That'll be better. How's the lighting looking? Good? Let's see, get rid of this one. It's probably better. She's hiding under the table. Well, not hiding. She's in her sleeping spot. She knows the camera's on. When I start talking to no one that's here, she knows the camera's on. She gets camera shy. Okay, let's get the tools out. Screwdriver should work. Little TV, little screwdriver. Here's my two tools. So how's everybody doing tonight? Audio looking good? How about the visual? Visual looking good? How's the lighting? Lighting good? Yeah, the camera's got a focus problem. There's too much stuff in the screen. Maybe just light, actually. Let's see, which one's it? Dude. Come on, I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here. I know. Oh, okay, that's a better shot there. What do you think? Let's see. If I move it this way, it's the other way. So it's like looking in a mirror for me. This right about there. It's about centered. Which way is the camera? Okay. There. Okay, the first 5 minutes of the show is a moron trying to get situated. Okay. Let's have a look at the comments section. That's the cast. Yeah, it is the cast chair. No, yeah, he's a. Let me get this out of the way so you can see him. He's definitely a different kind of kid. Look at that. He jumped right back in it. Look at it. What are you doing, boy? What are you doing? Hey, it's my chair. It's my chair. I'm trying to push him up. It's my chair. That's my chair. That's my chair. That's my chair. It's my chair. Can I have my chair? That's my chair. Thank you. They say orange cats are a little different. How's the audio? Can you hear me when I'm just talking in my normal voice? Is it too low or too what? Okay, take it apart already. No name says. It's a good idea. Got the cord here. Here's what you do with the cord. Take it off like so. Throw it over there in the corner. Okay, and then just hold on. Let me get my eyeballs on. Get these eyeballs on real quick. Good, okay. Okay. Let's see what they look like in front of the camera. Oh, it's bigger and clearer. Look at it. Oh, more. Okay. There's going to be screws all over the place on these. What you looking at? What you looking at? What you looking at? Okay, get the little container here. House with animals. We don't want these to get loose. Screws and stuff, little parts. Try to keep track of those. Tommy, Christian Young in the house. There's what are those Danish crowns? 100 Danish crowns. Appreciate that. Let me know if I got that right. It's been a while. DKK, Danish. What's the second K stand for? Hey, Jackpot Diggers in the house. Doing a little scrap action here on TV. Well, on a TV. That's kind of a pun on words, huh? Double on a TV. On a TV, on a TV. Scrap action on a TV, on TV. Okay. Shoot, look at that. Never mind. There's only 4 screws holding that one on. Okay, look what we're dealing with here. That'd be a nice little catch. Just the stuff in there. That way you can still see it. See what we're dealing with there. I'm gonna block out the cat though. Cat's half. Where you going? What you running from, boy? Huh? What you running from? Come on. Get back in the screen. You the star of the show. I know you're a wily one. I know you is. Huh? You ornery? You the ornery guy? Okay. Copper yolk here. That's where all the delicious, well, most of the delicious copper is going to be. If you're new to scrapping and you come across this video, down in the description down there of the video, there'll be some videos about scrapping metal and stuff. Excuse me. If you're totally new to it, see, this TV's got a VCR down here, so it's got more scrap in it than a typical TV would. We'll get to that here in a minute. There's a right way to do this and a wrong way to do this. A lot of scrappers, well, I don't know about a lot, but a common way to do it is just to smash that tube and the yolk just falls off and it takes 5 seconds and you're done. Myself included, I used to do it like that. These are actually hazardous waste. This glass tube is full of lead. It's a lead glass, and most of the lead is concentrated in the funnel of the tube, like from here up. So when you break these, you want to do this outside. I'm just doing this inside, just because of the video, just for video purposes. But you want to do it outside for sure. And you want to probably put something over your face. But when you smash these glass tubes, glass and stuff will start floating in the air, little glass dust. And I'm sure it's got lead in it. And there's actually stuff in here inside the tube that's also really bad for you. I'm not going to go into finding out all the scientific names of the stuff that's in here, but all you got to know is it's bad. Breaking the glass tube is bad. I'll just leave it at that. Here's the right way to do it. Let's see if I'm still on the screen here. There'll be these little screws here. It doesn't take very long. Just take these little screws out, take these little clamps off. And a lot of these will be manufactured differently. And so sometimes it'll be a little different than others. So let's see what we run into here. Oh, if I fall over. Okay. One more here. There's definitely bad news. And these things are considered hazardous waste in North America, Canada, United States for sure. I'm sure in other parts of the world too. Oh shoot! You know what? I was gonna put a link down there. If you search on YouTube for dump sites around the world, there'll just be like millions of these things dumped on certain countries. There's laying in the rivers and stuff. It's really a bad deal. If you Google like e-waste hell or e-waste something or other, you'll find it. I'm busy talking here. I think let's pull that off like so. And it's got a little doodad. Let's see, what do I do with my sticks? There they are. Okay. What am I looking at here? I don't see any other screws. Sometimes just taking these little things off here will loosen it up a little. Just little pieces like rubber or something. Let's see if that loosens it up. Sometimes these copper yolks will be glued right onto the glass, and it's impossible to get them off without breaking the glass. Hopefully this is not one of those. There, no, it's not. I just had to take these little doohickeys off here. And that should just lift off of there. Shoot. It's got some deals on here that need to come off. How's that going to come off of there? Like I was saying, a lot of these will be different from each other. That should just come off of there. What am I missing? I don't see any slot or anything. That needs to come off, that's for sure. But how? I'll just go the old-fashioned way. I'll just start cutting them off manually. I don't know. That may have been manufactured in a way where it's impossible to get those off of there without doing what I'm doing right now. Not going to take a whole lot of time investigating on video. Waste your time. Just get to the good stuff. You come off, and you come off, and you come off. So you can see why people would be inclined to just smash these and be done with it. But it's bad news. It's definitely not anything you want to breathe. I'm pretty sure it's illegal, specifically illegal, to break these tubes. Like I was saying, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what's bad for you in here. It's just the fact that it's bad. It's just no, nothing else needs to be said, really. This is the one causing trouble. Huh. That's the little booger. See, like this is a little different looking. It's got this little booger on here. It's on there real tight. It's got everything locked in, locked down. There, that's kind of a weird deal. Okay, I should be done. There we go. There, see that? Look at it. So we did that in a way where we didn't break anything loose. It's still totally sealed. Now, this is going to be real dangerous. Like, my advice would be if you come across these TVs out in society, is just to scrap them on spot, because once you take these into your possession, then basically you're illegal dumping them unless you get rid of them in some kind of proper way. These aren't supposed to go into the garbage. They're not supposed to be in dumpsters or anything. So my advice would be to scrap it out and then take that lid. Let me get this goon ball. Goon ball. You can come back, sit in it if you want. Put the plastic back on and screw it back down when you're all done. That way no one falls on that or anything, because that's real pointy. And here's the copper deal. This is a small TV, but there might be a pound of copper on average in these kind of TVs right there. So what I do to get this out is, there's probably a way I could do it right now, but I used to do this. I'm used to doing this outside, so I'll take this out on the concrete and I'll just stomp on it with my foot a couple times, and that whole thing will just fall apart. And I can just pick that off. But like, I used to get maybe 100 or 200 of these gathered up, and I'd go down to my storage unit and I would just smash them apart. And there's this black material in here. I forget what you call it. It's magnetic, so actually, technically you can throw it in your tin pile. But when you smash it, the black powder will come off here and start floating around in the air. So I stopped doing that. I learned the hard way. That's not good for you. That'll make you sick if you breathe. If you smash that and breathe that powder, it's bad news. So basically everything here is bad news. So I'll take that out and put my foot to it and keep my face out of it. And I'll take these little pieces of copper. It's good copper. And let's move on. I'm going to have a look at the comments section. What do we got going on here? I apologize if I missed anything. I saw Tommy Young super chat, 100 Danish krones. I appreciate that. Denmark. Yeah, Danish. I'm a moron. If I misspeak, I apologize. I appreciate the tip. If I missed anything else, I do apologize. So like, I'm looking down here while I'm doing this, and then just read the chat. I got to look over here. Ferrite, Bill Thomason. Ferrite. I think ferrite might be the right word for that. Maybe for that black stuff in there. It sounds familiar. Not sure if it's exactly right. Hi. Lori Wilson, the Farco winner is here. What'd you do with the Farkles? The 11,688 Farkles. Let us know what you did, Lori. Tell people what the Farkles went to. Creep factor 100 DK 100 Danish krones is $14.51 US dollars. How many people in Arkansas don't rake? I'm not sure what that means. Ferrite goes as HMS at my yard. Jackpot digger. So yeah, ferrite. So Jackpot's calling it ferrite. Jackpot's calling it ferrite. So ferrite it must be. Let's see. Not a scooter's fine. I went to the scrapyard today. I didn't want to make the same type of video. Plus, I was in a hurry. Sometimes it's nice to just do things without having to film everything. But I was running late. Just wanted to get it done. And I dove on the way back. It's super cold out, and I didn't find a whole lot. I think maybe the cold weather, people will just not want to walk out. Because generally I'm at apartment buildings doing this. So they'll just, if it's super cold out and they're in their apartment, they'll basically just say, I can just throw this out tomorrow. You know, I'm not going to go out. I'm in my underwear and my shorts. I'm not going to get dressed up just to take the garbage out. So when you live somewhere where it's real mild and it's a fairly warm climate, and then it gets cold, it really changes people's behavior. It's a lot different than where if you live somewhere where it's cold for 6 months, no one changes their routine. It's just just a given. But when it's warm and then it's cold, people do things different. Everything seems to slow down. It's about 20 degrees right now, I think. And it's about the coldest day of the year. I didn't find a whole lot on the way home. That's why I never turned the camera on. Plus, actually, also, I've got many factors goofing around here. The dumpsters were pretty dead, so I didn't turn the camera on. I didn't want to stay out there. Plus, when it's cold, I have to wear my whole full, wear this helmet here. That's a mandatory deal when it's cold out. And it's not fun making videos when you're wearing a helmet, because your voice is muffled. You got to take your helmet on and off and raise it up. And then my GoPro 7 conked out on me. Look at this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch how I turn it on. Watch what it does. Wait, hold on. Try to turn it on. Look what it does. I got dead battery in it now. I fired up my GoPro 6, and it's different. It doesn't have a stabilization, and with the GoPro 7, you can just turn it on and off by hitting the record button. With the GoPro 6, you got to turn it on, record, turn it off, or not stop recording, turn it off. That's just annoying. It doesn't have stabilization, so there's a lot of things working against me today. So I figured I'd make this little video. But, okay, let's get back to this. This little deal here, what I have noticed in my experience is that on the smaller, the TV, smaller, this glass tube TVs, CRT TVs, it's, of course, it'll be smaller, won't be as much stuff in it. But one good thing is that almost every single time, I'll just take these little wires off and stuff, take them in the scrapyard. When it comes to low-grade wire like this, I just leave all the ends and stuff on there. Sometimes I'll cut them off on just habit. But like for number 2, I have to cut all the ends off. Low-grade wire. Just leave the ends on, since I'm wasting your time making it lighter weight. I have found that these are almost every time will be copper on the smaller TVs. The bigger TVs, I'm sure they're probably trying to save money or something. So they'll be aluminum a lot of the times. Sometimes the big ones will have a copper, but lots of times they'll be aluminum. Almost every single time I've ever looked at one of these, it'll be a copper. Let's see if you can see that. Get it to focus. Anyways, that's a nice copper wire. Some scrapyards might give you number 1 for that. Might be number 2, but there's nice copper in there. And this stuff's pretty easy to strip too. If you want to strip a wire, that would be one you put in your strip pile. Pretty nice. Now you can get to see it pretty good there. But on the big TVs, these are just super chunky. And when they're copper, they're just awesome. Even when they're aluminum, it's not bad. Okay, let's go here. Take off some more of this junk wire. This will be like, I think I'll get about 25 cents a pound for this. The scrapyard I take it to. There's just not very much content, copper content in that stuff. Take a look at the comment section. Recycled dude needs a GoPro for his video. GoPro 7s now, you can get them for like $250 brand new. I would recommend a GoPro 7 or higher because that's when they invented the stabilization factor. Jackpot Digger says most money on CRT TVs is when it's a big one and the degaussing cable is copper. Yeah, that's right. When they're copper on a big one, that's a big old stinky chunk. Let's see here. These Jackpot's saying some have about 6 pounds of copper. This is probably about a pound of copper right there. Just looking at this right there. So that's about $2. Depending on the price you get. It's a yard. $1.80. Unfortunately, prices are down. See, if I was outside, I would just stomp. I would just give this the stomp. Let's see. I can't see any screws holding it on. I don't want to. It just feels like the buttons. Feels like the plastic buttons on the outside are the only thing holding that on there. Let's see. Feels like that's the only thing holding on there. Oh, there's tabs. Look at it. That's the only thing holding that on there. These little tabs. Those fingerless gloves I wear, they actually offer a ton of protection. So like if I were to just rip this off with my hand, I would have all my pressure on that material across the palm. And of course they're weightlifting gloves, usually the ones I wear. So they got extra padding on the palm. They're just awesome for scrapping. That way it frees up your fingertips for mobility, dexterity. I'll just try this old-fashioned way. Not exactly what I wanted, but here's part of it anyway. The good thing about being a scrapper is it doesn't matter what it looks like. So if I was outdoors, I would just put my foot to that, and this thing will break off of there. My scrapyards call that an electric motor, so I'll throw that in my electric motor pile. That dude there. And then there's these pieces of aluminum. That actually looks like a metal. This is a piece of aluminum here. Nice. Take that kind of stuff off, throw that in your aluminum bucket. Little motor or a little transformer here. So if I was outdoors on the concrete, I would have had all that stuff off of there already just by putting my heel to it. Anyways, take this little transformer off. That'll go as an electric motor. And there's these little aluminum bits, so you can take that off there if you really want. Well, not that. This blue thing here. You know, aluminum breakage for that. I know some people even try to clean that up and just get the aluminum, but I'll just fill it my breakage. And there's another little transformer doohickey here. It's all kinds of little doodads. I'm not a big e-waste professional. I've never taken the time to find the names of all these things. I just call this transformer electric motor. I call that thing an electric motor. I call this thing an electric motor if I get out of there. Anyways, you got the idea. I'm in a bad situation here. I don't want things flying all over my apartment. But sometimes you heard me call things metal. It's just metal. So people around here really don't say ferrous or non-ferrous metal, which would be steel or like a copper or aluminum. They'll just call it copper, aluminum, brass, and metal. Metal would be like a slang for tin or steel or iron. So this is just a metal right here. No, that isn't aluminum. It's so weird. It's got some kind of paint on it or something. Magnets. Magnets. Nice. That's a piece of tin, I do believe. Piece of metal. Okay, little pieces of cord in here I can keep taking off. Got this stuff flying around. It's no good. A piece of copper cord. Okay. Oh boy, that's tough plastic. Let's see here. Working up a sweat. Yeah, if I was outside jackpot, I'd have been done with it by now. I've never seen one of these before. With these tabs on here. There it goes. There it goes. So actually, I think this is kind of a recently made VCR TV. With that plastic being like that. I don't think they would have made a whole lot of these recently, though. But, well, I bet that I would just go out on a limb and say this was probably one of the very last models of CRT TV with VCRs built in. Because that's some recent looking stuff. That's not like from the 80s or anything, I don't think. I could be wrong about that. But anyways, there it is. So I just threw a whole chunk on my tin pile. And that's a piece of chunk. That chunk there. Decent little circuit board. Look at it. Well, not as cheap, but it's got some chips on there. But I just throw the whole thing in my tin pile and be done with it. Some people will like to take off these little chips, and they're valuable. If you're set up to do that kind of stuff, there's people out there that can get that stuff off quick and be done with it. If you're interested in this kind of stuff, just search it out on YouTube. There'll be plenty of videos out there. E-Waste Ben is a master e-waste scrapper, and you'll find other ones out there too. If you're watching, I don't mean to not recommend you, but I just know that E-Waste Ben generally is pretty solid. So He doesn't seem to do a lot of cussing and stuff. So I like to recommend his channel for that kind of stuff. So that's just my go-to. I'll probably never change. But nice chunk that's not on normal TVs. And we've got a little speaker down here we can get to. Little speaker. Just throw that in my tin pile. I'll just leave that piece of plastic on there. So there's a magnet in there if you want to go after that magnet. Let's see. Let's stick to that. Tin pile. And I think they call this, what, the fly-by wire or something? Is that right? What do they call this little copper wire with the silver coating on it? It's utterly pretty much irrelevant as far as scrap, especially on a little TV like this. But might as well throw that in your copper pile, I suppose. That probably weighs about 1 micron. That weighs about 1/100th of a gram. So if you get about 5,000 of those, you have a pound. But my numbers probably aren't exactly right on that. You get my point. The bigger TVs, of course, they'll be a little bigger. And that's going to do it as far as scrap. So, oh shoot, you know what? Dang it. I just wasn't thinking, was I? I threw those screws down there on the bottom too. Okay, dokie. 3 is good enough. After I put this cover back on, I'm going to run outside real quick and stomp that out and bring it back in so too. So, of course, if you're doing this outdoors, you don't want to leave that sitting out in public like that. It's very dangerous. If someone fell over it on that, they'd be in trouble, particularly if it was broken. It's just super dangerous. So you will have to put this back on. It's no big deal putting it back on. Just zip down the screws. Done with it. Yeah, so no, I saw a comment earlier. Someone was asking, what do I do with it after I scrapped it out? Now that it's in my possession, and that's a great question. I don't know. I've never really taken one of these into my possession before. I just took this one because it's small, and I knew I could make a video out of it later on. I would just do this on spot where I found it. If I found it next to a dumpster, I would just clean it out right there on spot and just put the screws back in like I'm doing now and just leave it right where it was sitting. But now that I've taken it into my possession, if I want to just get rid of it, I basically have to illegal dump it, throw it in a dumpster or something. But there's places that you can take these to that will accept them, but they might make you pay $5 just to take it off your hands. So it's a predicament. And there's other things out there too, like air conditioners and stuff for scrappers with the gas and stuff in it. It's not really legal to cut all the copper up and have the gas blowing around. So it's a predicament, and it's all caused by the fact that they were even manufactured like this to begin with. You know? Hey, let's put a bunch of toxic substances together and put them, sell them to people with no way to get rid of them when they're done, and there is a way to get rid of them. But anyways, if you want to look on the search engine on YouTube in the search bar, just like search for like e-waste hell or e-waste dumping around the world, and you'll find spots around the world where these will basically all mysteriously end up somehow, and they're just laying. It's just a toxic mess. But anyways, the main problem is that they were even manufactured to begin with. They got a lot of static. Look at it. Every cat hair in the house is going. Look at it. I saw. Hey, that's pretty good. I might have to leave that in here. That's working really well. Look at how. I had this in my storage unit. It's only been up here for like half hour. Man, look how much of that cat hair is sucking in. I guess I had it laying on the floor, didn't I? But there's definitely static on it. It's kind of nice. I like that. It's like a cat magnet. Cat hair magnet. You think about that. But I don't know. If you want to get rid of them the proper way, you can find a place where you can get rid of them. Google it in your local area. You have to pay to get rid of them. So I would just recommend never take them into your possession to begin with. That way you don't have to worry about it. Because I honestly don't know what I'm going to do with it. There might be one place I can take it to. But I'm not sure since I took all the electronics out if they even want it now. But there's really no good answer for that, particularly when you're talking about different local areas. Even if I had a place down the street that I could just go take that to, it's irrelevant for anyone watching because they live somewhere else and they might not have a place like that, or they do or they don't. Has this cord been in the way the whole time? That's annoying. Hey, babe, you're being called for. Come on. You don't want to? She knows. She knows I'm making a video. She would prefer not to be on video. In this certain situation, she just wants to stay over there. Yeah, I've seen a lot of comments talking about that yellow duck basket. It was smaller than it looked, actually. The cat wouldn't have been able to fit in it. It was actually kind of small. And I noticed when I opened it up, I heard like a sound, and I don't know if it had like it's kind of a weird deal. It made that sound and it like opened up like that. It's kind of weird. I should have kept it, I suppose. But when I'm out there making the videos, I don't know. Sometimes I just don't take stuff. I don't know why. I just don't. I guess because for years before I even made videos, a lot of that stuff was just irrelevant to me. I guess irrelevant is the word of this video. Irrelevant word of the day. So like a lot of clothes, like a lot of stuff you see me putting in the Freetail Store now, I just would have just left that in the garbage because I was just trying to make money, and there's really nothing I could do with that kind of stuff. But I donated a lot of it, and I put a lot of it on the curb. But there's just so much stuff. If you're just trying to make money and survive, that kind of stuff you just pass up. So now I got the Freetail Store, and it's a good place to put that kind of stuff. I don't have to run around all over town trying to donate, and I don't have to just leave it sitting out on the curb in the public and stuff. So. E-waste ban just got out of the hospital. I had an emergency service. Is that true? Scrapping together. Is that true? E-waste ban got out of the hospital. What's wrong with me? And speaking of that, my downstairs neighbor, well, not below, maybe caddy corner, he went to the hospital too. I think it might be a serious deal because they threw his treadmill that he had in the living room, kind of blocking his living room door, front door. They just threw his treadmill outside the front door, and one of his chairs just kind of threw it out recklessly. Like one of his dog's toys was just laying out there, and his cats and his dog are gone. So I think it might be a bad deal. Anyways, UA spin, got out of the hospital. Got out of the hospital. Well, when you get out of the hospital, that's good. Appendix. Really? Wow. That's no good. That could be dangerous if you don't go to the hospital. Wow. UA spin had appendectomy. Well, I thought I saw a comment about UA spin chickens. Thanks for the live show. Fun listening to you and reading the comments. I appreciate it. You're welcome. Let me show you what I'm looking at here. I got this camera. I got a corded camera here. I got it wedged up here in my professional lighting system. I can't show that TV too much. I get copyright. I got it wedged up here on these things. That's where the camera was at. And here's my monitor. Look at that 58-inch monitor I bought. If your monitor is burning your eyeballs, if you got dry eye, if you got problems with your vision from staring at a little monitor, get a big one. It really works well. So that's like a 58-inch monitor, and I'll sit like over here like this, and then lean back and just go easy on the eyes. What do you think about that? I got that Black Friday special, $198 at a Walmart. I seen one that size for $299 at Best Buy recently. It doesn't have to be 58 inches. Just my recommendation would just be get a big monitor and put it like 10 feet away from your face. Just read it from distance. So I think that constant looking at little monitors, if you're spending lots of time, I think that's awful for your eyes. So my recommendation, if it's practical for you, is just get a great big monitor, the biggest one you can possibly get, and just throw it up and just kick back like this. Just like so. I'll just take like my wireless keyboard and my wireless mouse, and I'll just kick back way over here like so with that monitor. With that monitor back there in the middle of my living room, just I got it. See this other trick I've got here. So I'm kind of limited for space where I live, so I found this big old TV stand here. It's kind of dirty and gross right now, but I found that dumpster diving. I got my TV hooked up to that, and then so I went out. I really don't have wall space around here, particularly for a TV that size. So look at this. I got this rolling deal for $70 at Walmart. Picked it up at Walmart. That's got a shelf for your. I got this PS4, so I don't need a Blu-ray player or DVD player anymore. I got my laptop there, a little shelf. It's on wheels. It's balanced real well. I trust it so much. I got it right next to my fish tank. It's impossible for it to go backwards. I suppose if you put the lock on the brakes on the wheels and then pushed it real hard, you could. But I just roll that around where I need it. What do you think about that? It's for like office meetings, like for Skyping, businesses Skyping around for office meetings. On top here, there's actually another little shelf that goes up here for a webcam. Like if they're in a big meeting room with a big table full of people, like 2 tables full of people and companies talking to each other. Technically, that's what this is, and they can just roll it around all over the place. So it's working real good for me. I highly recommend something like that if you're interested. Let me get back to my professional tripod. Let's see here. Okay, back down there. It's working pretty good though. Not too bad. My plant is no good. Let's see. My original plant is still vibrant and healthy. I got it in a big clay pot. I think I should have repotted these ones. That one's still going pretty good. But those 2 are dead. One little piece is now. But those ones over there, I got those hooked up directly into my fish tank. Look at this. it. Check that out. So that's a little project I got going. Sometimes the cats will get up here and ravage them, but that's kind of neat. And of course, it's a great filter to have for your fish. Look at that. That's just sucking all the waste out of there. So I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna eventually get a giant bushy plant going. You know, get like 3 or 4 about that size and stick them all down in that aquarium. It's the ultimate fish tank filter. But ever since I put the plants in that fish tank, man, they're just, if the cats would leave them alone, they just skyrocket. They just love that poop. Goldfish poo. Okay. Well, I got Scrap saying good night. Is good night someone's name, or are you saying good night? Yeah, the angelfish. One of those angelfish I have in there is a real jerk. I'm showing it to you. This guy here, he's got red eyes. He picks fights. See that guy right there? That guy right there? Look at his red eye. Look at his red eyes. He's mean. He picks fights with these other two all the time. He was beating this guy up severely. And finally, this guy stood up to him and started fighting back. And I think he would have killed him if he wouldn't have finally stood up to him. But see this algae growing on my glass for like an hour a day. If I don't put my cardboard up here, it catches just a, whoops, sorry guys. It catches a little bit of direct sunlight in the summertime when the tree line doesn't have any leaves out there. So direct sunlight to an aquarium is just awful. That's why you didn't get a real good view of them. Okay, I've got some viewer mail here. Let me turn my heat down. Got a dry throat from being next to these lights. Talking, it's hot in here. I got viewer mail action. I don't know if I should do this on live or not, because I don't know what's going to be in it. I had said a while back that let me get this name off here. I don't know if they want their name on here or not. I said a while back that I don't want people sending me stuff unless it benefits them. Like for a business, they got a product they want to advertise or something. Because I just got so much stuff I personally get rid of. I don't want to come off as some, like a jerk. People sending me stuff, and then I got to sit there. Okay, I have to put this in the Freetail Store to get rid of it. I don't want to come off like I'm ungrateful for someone sending me something. But if you watch my videos, you know how much stuff I find, and I'm just overwhelmed with stuff. I just don't want people sending me stuff. But if you got a business, or if you want to just send me something, that's just out of like fun. That's cool. Like someone sent me this onion cooker because I choked the onion video a while back, so that's kind of funny. But as far as people just sending me stuff, I don't want to come off as being a jerk, because it'll be obvious in my voice that I'd have to fake it, like, oh, thanks, oh, yay, and I don't want to have to do that. So I'm assuming this is going to be maybe from a business. Hopefully I haven't totally insulted the person that sent me this yet. So, oh boy, let me get this open. Viewer mail action. I've never made viewer mail action before, except for that onion cooker. But anyways, if it benefits you, feel free to send me stuff. I don't know if I should open up this live or not. Who knows what's in there? Who knows what's in here? Boy. That's just packed full of stuff. Oh, look at that. Open right in. Look at it. Okay. Oh, we got her. Not sure what I'm dealing with yet. Did you look down in there? Could you see down in there? Look at it. Look at it. All kinds of stuff in there. Look at that. Look at that. $50. What do you think about that? Huh? Like I said, I don't mind. I don't mind the tips. I'll take that kind of stuff all day long. I appreciate that. I enjoy working for tips. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I don't know if she wants me to use her name or not. That's Busy Lizzie. I seen her. She was in the comments. You still here, Busy Lizzie? She was. I seen her comments at the start of the video. I think she took off. She was in the comments section a while back. Yeah, $50. What do you think about that? Good stuff. So, like, what I was saying is, like, maybe my videos you've made $1,000 this year. You want to pay me? You want to send me a little tip or something? That's the kind of stuff I could do. I won't throw that in the garbage, or I won't put that in the Freetail Store. Busy Lizzie, let's see here. I better read real quick. So glad you put your address up. Been wanting to send you something. I know you don't really want people to send you things, so I hope I gave you useful things. I tried to remember all your critters. Also, just wanted to say thanks because I enjoy watching your videos. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. If you mention up here on the top, that's got to be the first sentence of the note. If you mention this, please don't say my name. Thank you. Oh, no. I'm sorry about that. I tried not to. Dang it. Maybe I better go through this. I'll show it. I better go through this off the camera real quick. Let's see what I'm doing with her. It's not on camera. It's off camera. Now I said her name. I don't want to embarrass. She said no, don't say my name. Oh, there she is. She said no problem. Is it okay, Lizzie? Busy Lizzie? I can sell. Okay. Sorry about that. Got some working hands, some O'Keeffe's. Appreciate that. Unfortunately, I look like I work in an office. Those fingerless gloves are just wonderful for protecting your hands. If you looked at my hands, you wouldn't even think I work at all, let alone do what I do. But I do appreciate that very much. Thank you. Now, there's something I won't find, most likely. We'll throw Cretia in that. You'll see Cretia. She'll be wearing that. She'll be like a, what's the word I'm looking? She'll be like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Anyways, this is gonna make a great video. She's gonna be in that. Diva. She's gonna be a little diva walking around that. I guarantee it. She's gonna love that. And then let's see. All-purpose plant food. Pump now, water later. What's that mean? No mixing. Oh, no mixing. Oh, yeah? Just pump it right in there. Oh, yeah. Okay, pump now, water later. So you pump it right on the dirt in the pot, and then later on when you water, it goes down in there. I think that might be part of the problem I had. I think I might have gave my plants too much Miracle Grow. I might have fried them. So I'll try that out. I like that. That's convenient. No mixing. Easy to use, no mess. So just put a squirt of that right down right down the dirt when you just normally water your plants. That's a convenient deal. Hairball remedy. Tuna flavor. That'll come in handy one day. Now she's definitely gonna be a diva. She's got 2 different sweaters. Hopefully that fits her. Sometimes on video she looks a lot bigger than she really is. And other times she looks smaller than she is. It's kind of a strange deal. Neck to tail, 22 inches. That's about close. That should fit her pretty good. I could probably shrink that up if I had to. What's it made out of? I'm not sure what it's made out of. Anyways, I could, even if it is a little big, she's definitely 22 inches from her neck to the tail. We got her. Little popcorn bowl action. What is it? Tortilla. Oh yeah, lightly coat pans with non-stick. Place tortilla in each pan. Oh, that's for making a bowl, isn't it? I'll do that. I'll make a video of it. Hey, you know what? That's kind of cool, actually. As people send me stuff I can make videos out of. I'll throw that in a cooking video. Hey, look at that. See, I got a little deal where I can hang it up on my rack deal. Think about that. Let's see. Baking. Carefully with shells. So that's like making a taco salad bowl. That's nice. I'll throw that in the video for sure. Of course, it's something I've never done, so I might totally choke it. I'm also the guy that made an onion cooking video with containers that are made to store onions in the refrigerator. They melted in the microwave. I took that video down, but cats welcome. People tolerated. Cool. So I would probably stick that in a potted plant or outside your front door or something, right in the ground. Hey, you know what? I like that. I put that right outside my window. Where's the camera? Right outside my window over here. I bought one of these at Walmart. I bought one of these and put this what do you call it? Suet. No, it's called peanut dough, like a suet brick or whatever. I put that in there, and some kind of critter came and ripped it off the fence and took the whole thing. I haven't seen it since the day I put it back there. I think it was probably a raccoon. Couldn't get into it, so he just took the whole thing. And I was like, I'll take this back to my place and work on it. I don't know what else would have taken it off of there. But yeah, I'll definitely throw that back there. Appreciate that. Birds will definitely take care of that. Got some hand sanitizer. Some aromatherapy. Natural Mist room spray. Yeah, I can definitely use that one around the house. Kids take stinky poops and don't cover it up. So hand sanitizer action. I can definitely put that to use. Fish food action. You can definitely take care of that. What's this, turtle? Yeah. I'll definitely put that to use. Let's see here. Check this out. That happens to be my brand. Check it out. There it is. I can definitely do something with that. Put it right up on top of the aquarium right now. So actually, I guess there is quite a bit of stuff that could be sent to me, and I could definitely use it. I never really thought about stuff like that. I guess I just have that stuff I find so often on my mind. Like I'll never really find fresh fish food and stuff I can use. That kind of stuff. Oh yes, that's wonderful. Thank you. I've been wanting to buy that at the store. I could just never put out the money to do it. I would take clumps of grass from the field over there and pot it up. But this is actually the good stuff. This is the stuff that they eat. It's really good for cats. So I can throw that in a video too. So it's sprouting. Oh man, my cactus. That cactus that I took care of a while back, I found a rotten cactus, chopped it off. And when I brought it in for the winter, I put it in the windowsill. I didn't look at it for like a month or two. It's like the new growth on it is like that, man. It's just huge. It's like when I forgot about it and left it alone. That's when it started flourishing. Take care of that. Dog treat action. Oh, it's cat treat. Let's see. Kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty. Oh. Oh, if I would have opened it right, that would have worked out good. I gave the kitty call too quick, didn't I? There it is. Kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty. See, look at that. That's what I was talking about. I don't want that stuff laying around my apartment, so I didn't do a whole lot. A little spring came flying out of that TV somewhere. I don't want that in my apartment. There you go this way so they can see it. There you go. There you go. Appreciate that. Definitely, without a doubt, I can use that. There's lots of things I can use, I guess. I wasn't thinking, was I? Maybe I'll throw a post office box up. Another bag of that. They love that stuff. Appreciate that very much. Another bag. My goodness. Look at that. Awesome. This is the most awesome gift I've ever got in my life, I think. You know what? That's just wonderful. Thank you. Appreciate that. It's the exact brand I use. Thank you very much. This is what you put in when you clean out your turtle tank. Fill it back up with water. That's a disease control deal. It kills a lot of the common diseases that turtles will get. Let's see what it says. Helps to support normal health for a happy turtle. Where's it? I thought there was a bit on there that said what it does. Helps to support normal health. But anyways, this will kill a lot of the diseases and stuff that are common to turtles. It also protects me and my cats. I think maybe turtles give off maybe salmonella, or I don't know if that's the right word or what. But anyways, put that in your turtle tank. Keeps everybody healthy. Oh, you know what? Look at that. More turtle food. I'm just gonna put this fish food right up in right to action. Put it right in the line. That's perfect. Shrimps action, same thing. Take that. Take that all day long. Appreciate it. And then we got here. And more of that. Look at that. I'm gonna wait a few months to fire this up, put it out on my deck. Wait for that warmth and the sunshine. My cats will love that. The problem I have with it is I have so many cats. They'll love it too much, and they'll probably destroy it. But the last bunch I put out there, one of them ended up taking a poop right in the middle of it. So hopefully that doesn't happen with that. Oh yeah. Oh boy, look at that. We'll just throw that in the next. Get it. Oh, you like the treats, huh? Watch this. Compressed catnip. It's a giant clump of catnip. Check that out. My cats are gonna love this. My cats are gonna love this. She's smart enough to get into the package anyway. Well, what's going on? You got a sniff? You guys caught a sniff already? Ooh, look at the orange guy, Tommy. Whoa, what you want, boy? Huh? You ornery? The ornery. What's up, Fuzz? What you got, Fuzz? I might have to put this other one in my drawer. Little mullet. Put that away for later. What you want? Oh, that's just perfect. Look at it. Get it. Oh, hey, too quick. Get it. Who's the first one in? The orange guy. What are you doing, boy? What are you doing? Definitely use that in the wintertime. Oh my goodness. You're kidding me. I see this belly. Look at my belly. Look at the belly I'm getting. This wants me to get fat. I'm tearing that right now. What do you think about that? Twix action, Snickers action, Milky Way action. I definitely want. Look at that. Hi, Cooter. Oh, she loves the smell of chocolate. I think she just can smell it right away. And chocolate bad. Chocolate bad for dog. Definitely keep that away from Cooter. Cooter's her nickname if you ever wonder why I'm calling her Cooter. Hi, Quish. They call her Cooter. Hi, Cooter. Appreciate that. Little Snickers action. Oh, you know what? She might have smelled that catnip. She eats catnip. No, she was after the catnip. Look at her. Quish, that's not nice. She's going to eat that cat toy. Look at her. Quish, come on. Come on. What are you doing? Look at her. Oh, look at her. Look at her. She went in her house. Look at her. She loves catnip. I forgot about that. She was after the catnip, not the chocolate. Look, she's trying to bury it. Look at it. You trying to bury it? That's yours? The kitty cat's not allowed to have that? Okay. Suit yourself, Will. What are you doing? You smelled the catnip when I opened the package? She hangs out way over there under the turtle tank. She got a spot to sleep under the table. She finally smelled something she's interested in. I don't care if the camera's on or not. That catnip belonged to me. She's going to try to eat it. It's not for you. It's not for you. That's for Kitty Cat. When I give the cats catnip, I have to hold her away. Give the cats a few minutes to get it. Because she'll just go in there and eat the whole pile right off the floor. I mean, she'll lick every speck off the floor. It's kind of nice having a dog that'll clean up for you. But at the same time, it's not for dog, it's for cat. She always cleans up after the cats. If you watch them videos. Oh, we can't leave out the Cooter. What's this? Huh? What do we got here, Cooter? What's this? This one's for Pooch. What are you doing, Merle? Check that out. I do believe that's a high grade deal too. Handcrafted. Let's see what the dog thinks about that. What is it? You better get it. You better get it. Artisan inspired. That probably came from a little tiny home factory. Once they get into big stores, they'll have a hard time being home factory, but it's still done by hand. Get it. You can't figure out how to get it and keep the door closed. I know the cat might get it. You better hurry up. The cats might get it. Hurry up. Lots of times, she's trying to bury it. Look at she's trying. What are you doing? What? I don't know why she does that. Ever since she's a little puppy, she's trying to bury stuff. I don't know. I think she's got a lot of dingo blood in her. Those red healers were bred from Australian dingoes. I think that just might be. I mean, all dogs will do that, I suppose. But I just get the gut feeling that she's got some dingo blood in her. When we're not out there in the wilderness and stuff. Oh, that's my bone. That's my bone. She just does a lot of things naturally that seem like she just belongs out there, you know. Look at, she's grabbing on it now. You're trying to get fuzz. Look at fuzz. What are you doing, fuzz? What are you doing that catnip, fuzz? Oh, that's good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, so we see who this things belong to. Henri might get it away from him here in a minute. We'll see what happens. The dog will eat that whole thing, so I gotta be careful. She's gonna eat them feathers. Was that good, ball? That's delicious, Mama. I've noticed she's been gaining some weight. I probably feed her too much stuff. Start watching that. I'll wait till she's done with the first one. Okay, what's the comment section doing here? Yeah, they all overfed. Fuzz, this guy here, his original name was Tank. The day he was born, I named him Tank because he was just different. He came out and his front legs are like kind of a little bowed, and it's just a big, thick body dude. So he's naturally big, but they all eat well for sure. Well, these are made in America, sourced and made in America. So I'll comment where they're from. Hey, this one's for dog. That one's for dog. Go in your house. I saw comments before. Someone thought I had my dog locked up in there. So the dogs and the cats go in there. The whole thing, you can't really see on camera. The whole thing is bent. The bottom half of it is just bent out from so many times of them going in there. I don't know how to open it up. I'll put her in there occasionally. I'll lock it up if I need to keep her away from like the catnip and stuff for a few minutes. But if you have a puppy, this is how you train them. When you go to bed at night, you lock them up in a cage like this. And so generally they won't pee or poop where they sleep. So first thing in the morning when you wake up, take them straight outside. Straight outside, let them pee and poop, and then bring them back in. And I think technically you're supposed to put them back in a cage for a while. But then that night when you go to sleep, lock them up in here so they're in there for like 8-9 hours. They say every month old a puppy is an hour long that can hold their pee. So if you have a 2-month-old puppy, 2 hours. So I guess maybe while you sleep's not that good of an idea, but I didn't get her till she was 4 months old. So I looked on the internet how to train them, because there used to be carpet in here, and she would pee on the carpet and I couldn't see it, and I'd wake up and I'd step right in it. So I started cage training her, man. Just worked perfectly. Just Google cage training puppies to house train them. It just works awesome. And just once you do it a few times, just repetition. They know to hold it until you wake up and let them out. And they got to know in their mind that when you wake up, that means they get to go outside right away. I just watched my fishing lure video. Yeah, I still actually have some of those left. I've been meaning to get rid of them. I'll wait till springtime, I guess. I think this is the 3rd year I've said that now. No, 2nd year. I found them in the springtime originally. Should have got rid of all of them then. I saw all the cases, the sealed cases. Those all went on eBay. They all got auctioned off. But I have a lot of those plastics left, and all like the buoys for marking brush and points and stuff in lakes and ponds. I have all those buoys left. Let's see. Take these off. I left these on. I'm getting a headache now. Not supposed to read long distance with those. Oh, see. Okay, Milky Way action. Oh, that was it. Should have said that already. Well, it wasn't it. Oh, that's all it was. Jeez. That's all that was in there. I sure appreciate that. All this stuff, for the most part, is just stuff that I can put straight to use. It never crossed my mind that I could get useful stuff that I don't find already. I suppose the whole problem would be if a bunch of people started sending me stuff. You know what I mean? If a couple dozen people sent me animal treats and stuff, I would be overwhelmed. But Busy Lizzie, thank you very much. Let's go. A couple video ideas in here too. That never occurred to me. I'll slide that into a video right there. Make some taco salad bowl action. And Keisha will be a little diva trotting around. She'll be having those in the video here pretty quick. 3, 2, 1. Good night. Thank you very much. Special thanks to Busy Lizzie once again. That was very, very nice. I enjoyed that very much. Thank you. And good night.